Today I want to talk about some free online tools for researching case law. My goal for today is to help as many of you as possible get started and to realize that you don't have to be an attorney to do basic case law research. I read a lot of case law throughout my process, just trying to understand how cases like mine get decided. Studying case law basically means reading a lot of legal opinions. A typical opinion lays out the arguments that were made on both sides, tells which of those arguments were most persuasive based on the law, and it lays out the judge's decision about who won, why, and how much. Today I want to talk about a handful of free tools for doing online case law research. And so we can compare results across platforms, I've selected a few keywords from my case to use as an example. Let's start with my usual search engine, Google. Entering my search terms here brings up a lot more than case law. I sort of have to search through the list to find actual cases. If you try to narrow it down to case law by doing some trick like entering V, for example, because all cases have a V in the title, right? That may help a little, but you still get hits against your keywords at other places like EEOC and other sites. Just from this little bit of information, you can see that your regular search engine may be the easiest tool to use, but it's probably not the best. Next, let's check out the luxury model, CaseText. Now, CaseText is mostly a paid service for attorneys, and it's not cheap. If you don't have a membership, you can do some things for free, but you're probably going to see a lot of nags to send money. Entering my search terms here returns 1,000 plus documents. There are a number of filters here along the left-hand side. I can download or print the list from here. I can sort them by relevance, date, or citation count. The higher cite count means that document is used more often in legal arguments, and that means that your judge is more likely to be familiar with that case. Now, clicking on a case from a list will take you to a place where you can read that opinion. From here, you can copy the citation into a document. You can look at other cases that cite this document. It gives you a full list with filters. And there's also a find in document function. So if you type a particular word or phrase in here, it'll tell you how many times that appears in the document and walk you through each one, which is really helpful in finding specific information. And to the right, you'll get an index that points out any key passages of the document and sections that have been cited more often, as well as any emphasized language in the original opinion. Every opinion has embedded links to the statutes and other cases that are cited in it. Clicking on one of these links will take you directly to the section of the other document that was cited. They offer free 7-day trials, and getting one is easy. You don't have to give up your credit card information or anything. Because you only get 7 days for free here, I recommend using another site for your basic reading and learning. And save the 7-day trial for when you can benefit most from the extra functionality. Next, let's try my search terms at Justia. Or Justia, I'm not sure which is right. Now, it says there are 3,400 results, but not all of those are cases. And when I link to these cases, you do get an opinion or a summary of the case from a Justia attorney. You can download the PDF. You can do the usual print, save, but I didn't find any information on citations either in or out of this document, and there are no embedded links here. Now, what is interesting here is you can look at legal blogs that cite that case. And a lot of interesting stuff about changes in the case law comes up here. And these just link out to blogs from various law firms. You can look around in there and find more cases as well. Justia also has resources for finding lawyers. Just enter the state where you want to find one. First, it lists premium attorneys. These are people that paid to get top billing. But it gives you a pretty complete list. And some of them have reviews. Justia also has this Ask a Lawyer feature. It's very easy to use, but I have no idea what the response time is. So far, it seems to be on the order of days, so it's not a place to ask when you need fast answers. But if you do have general legal questions, might be worth a shot. Even though Justia may not have the functionality that CaseText does, it is a decent place to do basic reading and research, and it's free. Next, let's look at Google Scholar, which is my personal favorite. Enter my search terms. I want to look for case law and federal courts. You can select specific courts if you want to, like specific states or districts. With my search terms, it returns a long list of cases. There's a nice set of filters along the left side to help narrow down the results. Every case on Google Scholar does contain embedded links to the citations, but unlike CaseText, Those links go directly to the beginning of each citation, so you have to chase down the specific sections that are cited on your own. Now, from the list of cases, the Cite option generates a citation for the overall document. If you're citing a subsection of the document, you're going to have to add the location of your specific citation, but it's nice to have this part done for us for free. Cited by tells you how many cases have cited that opinion and provides you a list of those cases with links so you can read that opinion as well. How cited returns a breakdown of which sections of the opinion were cited elsewhere and exactly how they were used. And this function is really helpful when you're trying to find a citation that can help you argue a specific point. And of course, for all of these, you want to be sure that you've read the source document as well as the cited case, just in case there's some context that might make it non-relevant to your case. Google Scholar also has tools for organizing your research. You can create your own reading lists and save documents to them so that they're easier to find when you need them. And it saves both your reading list and your documents in your own Google library. For the money, it's hard to beat this one. Now, I did find some other free sites, and I'll link those in the description so you can check them out. You can make your Google Scholar and other searches even more powerful using basic Boolean search logic, ands, ors, quotations, exclusions, and so on. And if you don't know Boolean logic already, I'll put some links in the description where you can learn it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care and hang in. Fight smart and hang in to win.